Live here tonight on the American Sim Network, it's the Loose Lugnuts Racing League. Support the Troop Truck Series. I'm Matt Egan, joined by the one and hopefully only Jeff Wood. And the reason I say hopefully only because if there was two of you, that would mean human cloning's a thing, and that would mean we as a society are completely screwed. Because we'd be dispensable and labor rates would be so cheap because if we died it wouldn't matter because there'd be an infinite workforce. Anyway, ethical problems aside, let's go racing. How you doing tonight, Jeff?
All right, to bring in the new year with that crazy thinking, Matt. But doing well. Loose Lugnuts back in action. First points race of the 2020 season. I have to get that numerical date right, but
it's so weird.
Yes, it is.
Being
it's going to take a couple while. Checks being written now have to be double checked for that. But beyond that, points-wise, we're the same as always. Last time we spatted off points, nothing's really much changed at the top. Justin Michael reeled off some races at the end of 2019. 4 wins. Mitchell Reeves is second in points. I haven't seen Keith Haney log in tonight. Hopefully he gets here, but he's
It'd
third.
Be great to see him on track.
Yep, good to see the 87D on track. Brian Abbott, fourth. He's a surprise guy up there. Ray Richer, Trent Drum, Randy Arms, Jeff Gilmore, Ron Klein, Kyle Chadwick. That's our top 10 real quick on the truck side of things. But, beyond that little point, it's, same as always. We're rearing up. We have a few more races before the chase. So the chase will probably start somewhere at the beginning of February. And, these drivers back out on track. And I'm going to say it a couple times tonight, tire model going to be crucial.
Speaking of Ray Richer, was top of the score chart for a few moments. And new paint scheme tonight on that 44 truck. This is about the first time I've ever seen him out of that red flame truck. And it's different, I'll say that. It's definitely different. I like the red, white, and blue. But man, is it going to get used to looking for a 44 that is not completely red with orange flames on it. That's going to take a lot of getting used to for me.
Yeah, I think Ray's doing the Sim Motorsports Association he is involved with, and Abruzzi USA, our Sunday sponsor. I know sponsors a lot of the Savage drivers, so like you said, I'm used to the Pro Automotive colors he runs, and I'm sure there's a few drivers out there in the same boat. Beyond our usual switchers and of numbers and sponsors and colors, we might have to double check here tonight.
Yeah, I know when I run, I'm always in a different color, but I usually don't run enough to where I think anyone would remember my paint scheme, so that's a different story. But Daniel Smallwood, speaking of number changes, yeah, he's got the 8 truck now. That happened a few races ago, but worth noting in case you're looking for Smallwood and you don't recognize the number. He is in the 8 now, and accompanying his move to the 8 car is that beautiful black, I think, True Timber truck.
Yeah, I think he's running around in old Earnhardt schemes from the Busch Series or, Martin Truex schemes.
I think it's a Junior Motorsports vehicle for sure, though. I do think
Junior
so.
Motorsport. I said DEI. That disqualifies me as almost old.
Oh, hard into the wall. I remember DEI though. I started watching NASCAR at the tail end of DEI, the very tail end of DEI.
Right. Well, I'm excited here tonight, Matt. We got a ton of trucks, and we got more participants on track than we seen in the Cup car on Talladega for this Christmas Bash special event we had on Max Speed. So, obviously people are away for Christmas and New Year's holidays. And it's just, good to see everyone back, everyone supporting Lugnuts. And again, thank you for all the people that come out and watch live and rewatch. And it's fun, and hopefully we can bring you some good content tonight. Only 40 laps, though, Matt. However, I said to you earlier, if they can get past lap 1 and stay away from each other and run their own races, we'll have a fun time tonight.
Yeah, personally, I think 40 laps is plenty here. It's a pretty big racetrack, so it'll definitely take quite a little while. to get through those 40 laps. Not like Indy's a mile long, so I can see it taking a little bit of time. Brandon Thornhill tagging the inside walls. His qualifying run comes to an end. Jared Daniels bringing it down pit lane. Looks like Brendan Hunter Murray in that Planet Fitness, purple machine coming across the line for his final lap. I don't think he's going to get around to make two.
No, he might. I mean, they gave him a minute, 5 seconds, I think, when they showed the checkered flag. But unfortunately for Brandon Murray, I don't think he's going to be in Auburn Tigers paint scheme for at least until the college football season restarts in July, August time frame.
That would be the reason for the switch. He might get around to finish this lap, actually. Going through 3 and 4 now. It's going to be down to the wire. Oh, can he save it? Even if he finishes it, it's not going to be one he wants to finish. Not a good lap, and he'll forfeit finishing it. He says no thank you.
No, I do recognize the fitness truck. I think he's, I don't know, clever painters out there with a little bit of a meme for the New Year's. You know, obviously a lot of people choose to do the whole gym thing starting the year off, and that might be due to the switch there, or he's just a Planet Fitness kind of guy.
So, getting ready to grid up here, and I'll let you get our starting lineup soon as we have a few more of our drivers take the field. We'll wait for our front row here.
Yeah, they're being awfully slow. Those front two, the two that I thought were going to be up there, exactly the top 4 specifically.
Well, at any rate, I guess we might want to go through it, or I'll let you decide when you want to rattle it off.
Yeah, I was going to give him a second, but there's our pole sitter. Randy Arms, 83 machine. This is going to be, I'm going to reach over and check real quick. Randy Arms on this board. This is his 3rd pole in 10 races, so good stat there for Randy Arms. Qualifying time of 54.300. He'll, like I said, be starting position in 1. Outside pole, Justin Michael just off the mark, and his favorite personal track, not car on this track. He's more of an IndyCar driver at Indy with a 54.352. 3rd place will be Daniel Smallwood, Mitchell Reeves 4th, Jeff Merck 5th, Jared Daniels strong qualifying spot, he'll be 6th, Kevin Winter in that new Bud Light paint scheme, or Bud Light, that's Budweiser, sorry fans. Ken Richardson 8th, Kyle Chadwick 9th, Brandon Thornhill 10th, Wally Tierheimer 11th, Ronald Klein 12th, won the Christmas Bash 2 years in a row. So Lugnut guys got to get going, thinking about next Christmas to beat Ron. Zach McSwain looking to continue his hot streak, 13th. Browder 14th, Jack Watts 15th, Brandon Murray 16th, Ray Richards 17th, Judd Danielson 18th, Brian Abbott 19th, Jeff Gilmore with the final qualifying time 20th. 21st will be Nick Zontner. Rob Haynes, usually seen on Saturdays, in Xfinity car 22nd, Brad Ream 23rd, Trent Drum 24th, the 33 machine in the number 41 labeled vehicle will be 25th. Chris Shaw 26th. Heroes call him Chief. James Haney in that 55 machine 27th. Lee Rice Jr. 28th. John Henderson 29th. Andrew Feston 30th. Chris Voiles 31st. Jeremy Crandall 32nd, and 33rd last on the field, Kerry Cleaver.
That 029 car bringing it up at the back. Well, what's your prediction for tonight? Who do you think's gonna win? I'm gonna go with the man starting outside row 2. Let's look at the one and only Mitch Reeves. He's got a fast truck. I got a good feeling about him.
I would say the front row's where you gotta beat it tonight, but I don't know if I was gonna get outside of the top 5, which are very strong usually. Let's say Kevin Winter on that 78 machine. He's my outside pick of, the front 5 guys.
Yeah, right now, car's just rolling through 3 and 4, coming off. Now pace truck down. Here we go for the first time in 2020, and the first time of the decade for the Loose Lugnuts Racing League. We're green, we're racing. Great start. Justin Michael beat Randy Arms to the line. Now that is legal. So there will not be a penalty.
No penalty. As you mentioned, they head down through one. A little bit tricky of a track here. We'll see that coming up throughout this week. Justin Michael slammed to the outside. Daniel Smallwood trying to gain position on the inside. This is the way you got to beat Justin Michael at Indianapolis.
Well, now it's a battle to see who leads the first lap of the decade. Not many of these guys have that claim, and only one of them will be able to get it, and I think Randy Arms will be the one.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of stretch over there on the 8 machine. Guys got to settle down with this 2x2. They're still jockeying for position, but it's all about tires in the long
run.
3
wide.
They can get to this point. Yeah, 3 wide.
McSwain all the way to the bottom as the Randy Arms leads that first lap. So good on Randy Arms, leads the first lap of the race and of the new decade. See if he can win the first race in it, but we'll go back and look at Zach McSwain there, going 3 wide. He trying to get by Brandon Hunter Murray.
Yeah, Tierheimer's in front of him in the 75. That's the 2 to the 75. McSwain's going to be a good driver. Oh, up there against the wall was the 18 of T. Rowdy.
Travis Browder, you know, he said he's looking for a better 2020, and right now he's in 14th place. He's got to just play his cards right, and he'll have a good race here tonight. He's just got to be smart and conservative about the way he races.
Yeah, Rowdy outside of the 2 down in Talladega, the last 2 ones we've seen here at Lugnuts, the points race and the special event on Christmas. Travis Browder has really calmed down in his racing style and been able to finish some races down hunt position on the 76.
Yeah, you know, that's a big thing.
Wide.
He's a very aggressive driver at times, and that always comes back to bite him. It seems like
from 76.
Yeah, it almost just came back to bite him right there. So he's just got to be conservative. That's the biggest thing, especially early on in these races like tonight. 40 laps, yes, it's a short race, but it's a very, very big racetrack. So he's just got to play it conservatively, and he'll be all right, and he'll even finish the race, and maybe even in the top 5.
Yeah, that's the goal of every driver. You know, winning a lot like NASCAR is reserved for those guys that, you know, for some reason have it figured out. The rest of the field is trying to figure it out and get their best possible finish. We hope to highlight those guys up front and those guys in the back battling each week. Browder being one of them. You know, a guy I've seen really come on lately is that 68, Matt, Brandon Thornhill.
Yeah, Thornhill's been looking quick. We're going to try and find Thornhill on the running order. I can't quite see him.
10th.
Ah, there we have it. Yeah, we'll take a highlight on Brandon Thornhill, and you see that Ducati machine.
He's slowly improving. I really like what he's been putting down on the track lately. He's been staying out of things, running his own race, and one of the few remaining Toyota drivers out here, too.
Yeah, and he's always ran that Ducati truck, so I feel like, you know, you always kind of wonder if drivers superstitious. I feel like maybe he's one of the superstitious ones about the paint scheme. I've never really seen him outside of a Ducati-sponsored race car. You know, maybe color schemes are different, but it's always got that logo on the hood, so I wonder if that's part of his thing.
I think it's smart on his point because we can easily locate that red and white Ducati.
That is for sure, and, you know, he has been, like you said, making steady improvements. Top 10 running right now, 5 laps into this race. He's got to get by Kevin Winter. New Budweiser car for Kevin Winter. What do you think of Kevin Winter's chances here tonight?
Like I said, I think he's my outside top 5 starting pick. Real good long runner. Going to be tough to find that 78, but, you know, consistent racing is Kevin Winter's history, unless he finds some walls or unexpected circumstances. But, you know, Kevin Winter going to have a good run tonight. Like I said, we got past that first lap. I'm pretty sure the admins were on top of the field telling them, you know what, we just, you know, we're going to have to run it, but we're going to have to run it smart, and they did. Now they're starting to press open wide and really find each other in the racing field.
Yeah, our leader Randy Arms is out to about a half a second lead over Justin Michael in the number 87 511 sunglasses machine. And Randy Arms looking pretty quick. Another fast Toyota. And actually, the top two are Toyotas. Arms, Michael. Smallwood is a Chevy. And then Mitch Reeves, I believe, also a Chevrolet machine.
Yep. It's gonna be hard. I still think the top two are gonna be the top two throughout this evening here at Indianapolis. Like you said, only 40 laps, but it's gonna be really hard. Right now, Daniel Smallwood is doing a lot better than I thought he would, keeping up with Justin Michael. However, like I said, Justin Michael was really, really positive that this was going to be his 5th win in the Truck Series here at Indianapolis.
Yeah, and right now, another driver looking for another win. How about Kyle Chadwick back there in 7th place? You know, it has been a while since we have seen him go victory lane, but he is capable of doing it. Although right now, at 7th place, he's got a long way to climb up still.
Yeah, summer season was phenomenal. I hope Kyle didn't use up all his truck magic. He's got a Cup win. He might even have an Xfinity win so far in this winter season at Loose Lugnuts Racing, but he has yet to score a truck win. He has it in him. I know he's got some great races, but right now he just needs to focus. He's running good. I think he could gain quite a few more positions if needed. However, what I did not see and what we focused on at the special event sort of when we came to it was green flag pit stops. Can we get past that first green flag pit stop now is the key moment. I did not see a lot of practicing of pit stops. It was more getting a hold of this truck here during practice and pitting.
Right now, 9 laps into this race, and you mentioned pit stops. That's going to be a killer, like you say here tonight. Very hard pit lane to get into right here at Indy. You have a lot of time, but, you know, it's still a narrow entrance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't have to use the IndyCar way or the Homestead way if that's more appropriate to some drivers out there. You can come right off of pit lane there. You don't have to use access roads or nothing. But there's an angle difference, as we've seen in real NASCAR. I mean, heck, we've seen Kyle Petty turn some cars off of the Brickyard to get to where he has. Kyle Petty's taken a huge crash there too, if I remember right in my past. But that pit lane entry with the wall where it is, there's no messing up. And with the new tire model and these vehicles breaking loose, I think that might be our choke point here tonight. If we can get past it, kudos to our drivers.
Hey, at least it isn't the pit lane at Milwaukee. If you've ever raced that track, that's about the worst pit lane I've ever seen right there.
Yep. Pit lane at Milwaukee, one of the worst. I think Iowa could be in that standard just based on speed versus track. Same thing with Dover.
Yeah, that's for sure. Dover's got a very interesting entrance.
Yeah, and you know, the funnest one, since we're talking about pit road entries, is still Talladega. You know, 180 miles an hour coming off of turn 4, yellow.
Oh, caution flag in the air.
Oh, I think it's
Crandall.
82?
No, the 70. Chris Shaw got into the outside wall. He spun himself out. Jeremy Crandall got caught up in it, though he didn't spin, but Chief Shaw hit the wall and spun around.
Yeah, I saw Crandall take the same angle into the wall. Less impact, though, with the 73 than the 05. 05's going to have to get a lot of repairs as he heads down towards that access road.
So that's unfortunate. I think Chief Shaw out of it for tonight as you look at that truck.
05's been struggling a lot. He was really,
and you just heard the motor let go.
Oh, wow.
He's not even going to make it. to the pits.
He had a great summer season, getting his full-time number. And then, he took that work holiday. I won't say a work holiday, but that Chief Shaw had to come down here to Mississippi to do his job. Had that break in racing, has not really gained that momentum that he had beforehand.
Yeah, so that's an unfortunate situation for Chris Shaw to be involved in, as he'll bring it into the pits and most likely hang it up for the evening. Randy Arms coming around with the leaders. Anyone you want to talk to? You want to throw it over to the cam?
Oh, we're going to get at least one interview here. We're going to let him down pit road real quick. And we'll probably, I don't know, I think, talk to someone here. Let's see who does what here on pit road. Smallwood family out there on YouTube, wishing Daniel Smallwood good luck, and Justin Michael before the race giving us a nice wave. I know Justin listens from time to time.
Randy Arms.
Oh, Randy.
Sorry to cut you off there, but I just watched his pit road entry.
No.
He slid right through his box, and look at how much time he is losing. Justin Michael is already up on his second set of tires. Daniel Smallwood out and away. Randy Arms, I'm just watching these cars blow by. He's going to go back to about maybe 20th, maybe 15th.
Yeah, as a pit stop. Ronald Klein.
Randy Arms will come out 15th after that.
76 machine blew his pit stop there. Also, I think, or missed the flag at that point. I don't know. Boy, Randy Arms, that's a tough one. Maybe if you miss it that bad, next time just keep going forward. He did a double front to back take before iRacing would let him get the tires up on that.
Well, you saw him adjust it the one time, and he thought it might have been good. Then he had to pull out back in again, and that's really what killed him. He's probably saying some not so nice words inside of that 83 truck.
All right. Well, I'm going to bring up the 8 of Daniel Smallwood and see what he has to say. Out. Too many hotkeys here on my wheel for whatever reason. Sorry about folks.
About to say, what just happened there? So you drop out. I thought your internet connection went for a bit of a ride.
But we got the 8 machine finally after a couple misclicks here on my part. 8, you got a copy there?
Yeah, I got you, bud.
All right. Well, out here racing, points racing again. We see a gain of position as the 2x2 signal comes up. We got a while to go around this track. Quickly enough, though, how are you looking at your position right here? Did you take 2 or 4? How'd you get out front?
I took 4. Randy really messed it up. He overshot it. He couldn't get it into the stall. I know Justin, he overshot just a little bit. And Ronald, he missed his box, so he's on old tires still. So he's done on new tires. So see what we can do here. But, man, I'm just lucky to be here at top 3, wherever I'm at. Wherever I finish tonight, I'll be lucky to finish. I don't like this track at all.
All right, well, we're getting up here towards the back straightaway. Got family out there watching as always. Good support, good teammates around you. Hopefully you have a good rest of the night. Any predictions? Quick little caution there after 10, but some good racing. You think we can keep at it?
Oh yeah, I think we can keep at it. Just gotta get spread out. We still got one more stop to go, so hopefully get that green flag stop in. Tell you what, Justin's gonna be the one to watch. He had a long run there at the end.
All right, Daniel, we'll let you get back. Talk to you later.
Yep, thank you.
I'll let you, Jeff, get this green flag here. Not a lot of time till we take it. I want to see how Randy Arms climbs through the field. He kind of shot himself in the foot, but I think he might be able to recover, hopefully.
Yeah, Randy, like I said, if Justin Michael could caught, I think Justin Michael was the car or the truck tonight. But, obviously out front, Randy Arms was the man to beat at the moment. Just a bad pit stop. I don't know how bad he slid it. Pace car down. 76 of Ronald Klein going to lead us off from the front. Here we go. Green, green, green. Number 2 here at Indianapolis. Lap 14 around the speedway.
Yeah, and look at Mitch Reeves all the way to the bottom of the racetrack there. Justin Michael went for the block for a moment, thought of it, and thought better of blocking him. Mitchell Reeves got right around Justin
Quick
Michael.
yellow.
And yep, caution back in the air.
James Haney in the 55, I think?
Brad Ream was in it. Ray Richer was in it. A whole lot of... Well, it looks like Brad Ream had a horrible restart. And for whatever reason, Ray Richer didn't check up and got into the back of him. And it looks like Kerry Cleaver and Brad Ream, both of those drivers didn't go. Ream checks up for Cleaver, and Ray Richer just doesn't slow down, unfortunately, and winds up with the 73 and the 50. Whoever the Third Rock Racing truck is.
Yeah. 55 of James Haney.
Yeah, so James Haney got a piece of it.
I just caught into that one.
Ray's done for the day, unfortunately.
Oh, well, Matt, after that quick interview, I guess we can take the caution cam.
Yep, Ronald Klein, your race leader. We'll be right back. Back live here as we get ready to go racing on the American Sim Network. And they're coming through onto the backstretch now. Well, what are your predictions for when we go green here?
Well, I'm not sure how much the tire difference is going to matter now. Ron made probably a good call with that quick yellow. So we'll have to see. Surrounded by teammates, 1, 2, 3, 4 is Over the Top Motorsports. Justin Michael's still the man to beat, in my opinion, if we get back to some long green flag racing.
Should be pretty interesting to see here as we go green. I'll let you get the green as we run through 3 and 4 now.
Yep, 2.5 mile speedway at Indianapolis, so long run up. Not where Talladega is at the start finish line that I like to talk about, but still a long walk around the speedway to the green flag with this pace car at, I think it was 75 miles an hour. Wow, that's a high speed for NASCAR. Pace car there, and get back at it there. It's looking to drop. There it goes. Right at it. Ronald Klein looks to check real quick, almost. Nope. Gonna get back to the green right here. Steps out a little bit.
Yeah, he got a decent start, though. He wiggled a little bit, but, I mean, other than that, fairly decent restart there for Ronald Klein. Out and away as they go down onto the backstretch. Well, the short chute to the backstretch now. And now they'll reach the actual physical backstretch. About 20 laps to go when we hit the stripe. And look at Justin Michael. I don't know what happened there. They're 3 wide. But did you see how far down onto the apron on the back straightaway he went?
Yeah, he went down that far just to avoid any, like in most speedways, you have to be, door to door with someone to go 3 wide. Here, that offered a little bit extra. That is the IndyCar expert of Justin Michael.
Hard in the wall, Mitchell Reeves. I just noticed that, and look, oh man!
Oh!
Ken Richardson,
Wow,
Brandon Thornhill, Randy Arms,
down.
Brandon Hunter Murray. I'm just going to call that a junkyard on the front stretch.
Yeah, it is. Al did a good job avoiding. Not sure where the initial contact came from. I thought I saw the 16 go around first.
Yeah, Ken Richardson. What happened was, you look here, Richardson gets turned, and it's just off to the races. Brandon Murray got a piece of it. I mean, it's going to be easier to count the trucks at this point not involved in that incident. The 33, the 00. Looks like the 12, Trent Drum.
I'm getting really down close here from the 091 and 16. Yeah, they probably would have made contact eventually with the way their trucks were shaped up. But iRacing gave them an early start. Yeah, Kerry Cleaver's in the 029.
Netcode contact.
Brandon Thornhill went for a wild ride, 16 up and over. I think Brian Abbott was involved in that. Kevin Winter with soft contact.
So pace car down, or race trucks down. You know what I'm trying to say there.
As for our pole sitter, the Randy Arms, I'm going to pay special attention to myself here getting into pit road. He's trying to feel out how bad the damage is in the steering.
I think Randy Arms, unfortunately, his day's shot.
No, his winning chances are shot. He needs to keep up those points. It's been proven you can fall mighty quickly in points if you don't go out there and complete races. 61 off the track, as is the 97.
I mean, look at the front of that truck. He's going to have to worry about steering, aerodynamics. He's got a lot of problems on his hand that he's going to have to think about now.
One bad pit stop, people, and he gets put in the wrong place, wrong time situation. Caught up in other goings, and
Jeff Gilmore,
has
you're
a
in the
bent up
leader.
truck. Jeff can, we saw fuel mileage last fall-winter series, 2019 fall-winter series, and it was people like Jeff Gilmore. I think Kevin Fetty in the old 94 machine was the last one to win at Indianapolis. I could be wrong, but fuel mileage racing we're not going to see here tonight, but it could become a factor, as I think we're around that point of pitting not to pit certain situations. Gilmore may be pushing in an extra lap just to run enough fuel out.
Yeah, that might be a possibility. Well, any driver you want to talk to here?
Let's see. I think Jared Daniels in that 50 machine would be a good one. Let's see if I can't find him real quick. There he is. Bringing up Jeff Gilmore instead. We'll go ahead and talk to Jeff Gilmore since I brought him up. I was looking for the 50, but Mr. Gilmore, long time no talk. Out front, what's your call you got going on?
Hey there. Thanks for checking in, even though it was a mistake. I just topped up and tried to maybe hoping that it would go green there, and the other guys would be caught out. They'd have to pit. So anyway, I thought I'd stay and lead a lap here under caution, and then I thought I might just stay out front and see what happens. I only had about half a lap on tires there, so should be fine that way. But the truck not terrible fast, but we'll see what happens. It's not real easy to pass here. Track position's pretty good, so we'll see how it goes.
Well, at 57, keeping with the current paint scheme, at least for us, new year, not so much new paint scheme on it. What you looking at as we start this new year, but through the middle portion of the season? How are you feeling points-wise, maybe even through the 3 divisions?
I think I'm doing all right in the trucks, actually. Lucking out on a few things, and I've made all the races, so not too bad. The other ones, I haven't had much luck, and I've missed a couple here and there, so not too great on the points on that side of things, but doing all right in the trucks.
Well, as always, I think you're the best, one of the closers out here on the track who knows how to finish races as long as you can stay out of the mess, so to say, at times. I think the 57 has a good, comeback potential, and who knows, maybe making a right call here tonight. Jeff, good to talk to you, and we'll let you get back down there to those teammates.
Cheers, thanks a lot.
All right, as we get ready to go back to green flag racing, I think they'll double them up. Well, 18 to go when we go green. What do you expect to see?
Well, until they prove differently, quick caution. But, different tire mix-ups, different leaders. This is what, allows cautions to, replicate. These drivers need to figure out who they're running around, what, position they feel like they should be in the track. You can be the first place guy, but not be the first place truck. You know what I'm saying there, Matt?
Yeah, that is for sure. And right now, they're just running around here. So 19 laps to go. You think they're going to get very aggressive, or you think they've already gotten aggressive?
There's been aggressive out here. I just think they've been small slip-ups that have, avalanched. Let's see, 084 Jack Watts off the field now. Brandon Thornhill with that huge hit during that last incident. Sad to see the 68 go. Like I said, you talk about these guys and they just seem to crash all of a sudden. But so goes it for the 68. Hopefully we'll see him back next week.
Yeah, call it a broadcaster's curse, if you will. Like you said, you mentioned one driver, and then they all seem to fall out, unfortunately. So, right now, I'll let you get the green here. 18 to go. Jeff Gilmore in a bit of an interesting situation,
Oh, yeah. He's going to be out there, I don't think for too long, but he's going to try to make the right call like Ronald Klein did after the first caution. Quick back to green, here we go.
Gilmore did not get a good start at all. That did not look like a good start.
The guy I intended the interview behind him, 50, Jared Daniels, running mate out there. Justin Michael's going to have to make the pass on the outside.
Yeah, Gilmore falls back just a little bit.
There goes Justin Michael. That's new tires for you versus maybe even one lap tires, like you said.
And right here, you can see Gilmore just falling back. And look at Kyle Chadwick starting to work his way up, doing a pretty good job of that.
Yeah, he's on the move. 9th to 5th so far for that 88. I still think the guy behind them, or excuse me, in 5th now is Rob Haynes.
So right now, 17 to go. And yeah, how about that? Robert Haynes, Jeffrey Merck, Wally Tierheimer, all in your top 10. That Carl Jr.'s car looking for a stroke of luck, you know?
Oh, yeah. Tierheimer needs it. He races mainly Thursdays and special events, and I see him on time to time on Sundays. But yeah, that 75, really strong start, trying to make it anew as always in the new year.
Yeah, 16 to go at the start-finish line here tonight. And how about we get an update on Kyle Travis Browder, still just outside the top 10. But definitely doing better than he has in the past. Chris Voiles got a little bit loose there, but I got to say, I'm really impressed with how Browder's been able to keep himself calm, you know?
Yeah, he's got image, but running with it. Randy Arms, really good job on his iRacing pit crew there. That machine looks a lot nicer than it did 5-6 laps ago on the green. Chris Voiles with that points race win at the Alabama track of Talladega. So the 28 machine steadily trying to improve his points season.
And right now, side by side with Randy Arms. Randy Arms trying to regain some positions there, and he'll gain up to 12th, or 13th rather. So he's not having too horrible of a night, but definitely not as good as the pole he was starting on.
No, he's put down a few horsepower in that 83, but finding a way to creep towards the top 10, which he needs obviously to stay in points contention. A lot of damaged trucks out here, Matt. Been able to recalculate them aerodynamically, and they seem to be steadily fast enough to get around these tracks. I would think they would be a lot slower, but lo and behold, they're not.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm kind of surprised there that, like, the 50 truck, you look at his spoiler at the back end, the way that's sprinkled in, that isn't as big of an issue, you know? You would think that would be a lot worse than it actually is.
I know the guy behind him in a clean truck once shot at his buddy of Justin Michael, Rob Haynes, during last fall-winter series. I would say last fall series, I think, man. Rob Haynes with Jeff Merck battling for those championships. Boy, that was just incredible. Both those guys in their rookie seasons putting on a show. And we get to see Rob Haynes mostly on Saturdays now, but it's still fun to see Rob come out here from his Canadian post and put down some incredible runs.
Yeah, right now, 13 to go, and Robert Haynes, as you mentioned, coming to second place. Can he get it? Not quite, but he's almost there.
He had it at off of turn 4, but
he's
Jared
hanging
Daniels
there.
with Jared Daniels with a crossover towards the front stretch, able to get under the 199. Now the rest of the field's getting back to these guys, the 57. What a good move that is to stay out. If you can calculate it correctly, it's a great move.
And right now, Robert Haynes finally getting that spot. Now you think he'll be able to chase down that 1.5 second gap to the master of Indianapolis himself, Justin Michael.
Maybe. We'll have to see.
It's a hard
199's
question to
good.
ask.
No, he looks like he's going to take off, but, you know, who knows in this situation how much he can escape. Justin Michael is just so well at this track. You know, obviously he's put down, I think he's looking at, what, 4 straight wins now in the Truck Series, maybe 3?
Yeah, I believe so. I'll have to double check that.
He's looking at number 3. Yeah, that is correct. Chris Woyles won Talladega. Chicago and Dover went to Justin Michael.
Yep. Third win of the, win 5 of the season it'll be.
Yes,
if
it
he
would
wins.
be win 5. I mean, the guy's on rails lately, that 87. He's been just the best driver out here week after week at the trucks. And it's shown points-wise, win-wise, top 10s, obviously, top 5s. It's just consistency from that 87.
Yeah, so right now, 10 laps to go here tonight.
When I said the top 4, top 5 starting guys were
At
the
the
queue
start.
here, these guys have really turned that on its head. Rob Haynes, Jared Daniels in that mix, Jeff Gilmore, Merckx now inside the top 10, running consistent. Wally Tierheimer up to 8, Zach McSwain 9. Good drivers there.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I'm just watching these guys run, and they're doing, a great job. Look at Jeffrey Merck there going for the pass. Can he get it on Jeff Gilmore there, side by side to the stripe? I think Merck's going to edge him out for 5th. Yes, he does. With just 10 laps to go.
Gilmore he will concede position when he needs to. That 57, Merck, really good driver. Big battle behind those guys, though.
Yeah, Zach McSwain, Wally Tierheimer, and Kyle Chadwick all a part of it.
Yeah, Chadwick looks like he's nudged the wall or, lost something tire-wise because he's getting railroaded with these passes.
One way or another, pretty exciting to watch, I will say.
Yeah, Tierheimer got around him. McSwain had to force the issue a little bit himself, and Boyles obviously passed him now.
So 9 laps to go at the stripe.
Oh, Tierheimer in the wall.
Yep, hard into the outside wall right there. This is exactly what cars saw last wreck. Hopefully they don't all crash again. And
now they're a little bit more spread out, but it was in the same spot, right?
looks like they got through there. Yeah, luckily.
McSwain door to door. Oh, McSwain off all.
Yep, McSwain. Can he hold it up there? Yes, he does, but he's going to lose a lot of ground doing so.
Oh, man, that 091 machine. He still has power under it. He just needs to get quick disconnect from the 091.
I guess
Not sure why.
Damage, maybe.
Well, he was still on the speedway. Throwing that switch pretty quick there for a raceable machine. Well, you mentioned the gap between the 199 and the 87 there. The 199 has not closed it. He's actually separated further. And Justin Michael almost up to 2 seconds.
And right now, 7 laps to go at the stripe. And Justin Michael looks en route to win this race.
Yeah, I think Gilmore said we were good on the final stop length, but who knows? This is a big speedway, and everyone is pretty much hammered down, except in the corners.
And right now, 7 laps to go. Justin Michael en route to win number 5 of the season.
Now he's more likely got this wrapped up, barring someone else's cues on track. Justin Michael probably could have won Charlotte himself, along with a couple other guys out there who think the same way. But we had a late caution, which has been kind of the trend at Loose Lugnuts lately, and a green-white checkered or a 2-lap, what would be green-white checkered finish towards the end has really spoiled some drivers out of those numbers.
And so right here, 6 laps to go, and look at Jared Daniels also falling back. He was riding higher up a little bit earlier on.
Yep, losing 4th place to Jeff Merck. Jared's probably 8 more tires, and maybe that aerodynamics come in for him late on this run.
Yeah, so Jared Daniels not at, well, maybe it's because there's no other trucks around, and he's having to run by himself, not getting pushed.
Yeah, that could be, man. He was tighter in the pack earlier, and once they started to spread, maybe he lost some air over that tail end, lost some downforce.
Yeah, so 5 laps to go, and just not a lot of racing left here.
Nope, I think move of the night so far, Jeff Gilmore when he baited. Obviously, Ronald Klein made the same move, but Gilmore and Boyles with some huge momentum up through the field based on pitting strategy and obviously staying out.
Yeah, without a doubt, but hats off to Robert Haynes, potentially going to have a second place finish here tonight. I mean, he's had a fantastic night here, and I'm really surprised, I have to admit, to see him in the top 5 like that.
Nah, he's shown what he can do in the truck. He doesn't get to run them too much. I think he may be off work here tonight, so that's probably a positive for the 199 machines. And it's showing that he can get around the speedway as he gets around the 82 machine of Brian Abbott, who's
Brian,
just looking to finish that race.
Abbott looks like he runs the outside line, which I don't know if I'd agree with that. I mean, you see these trucks coming up, and the outside's kind of preferred on the backstretch. I'd duck down to the bottom maybe, but that's just me.
Either way, we motor past that 82, keep going, clicking off these final laps, Matt. I don't know who else. A spotlight, a truck that we saw hit the wall earlier, the 02 of Mitchell Reeves. It's back there in 14th spot at the moment.
And right now, 3 laps to go at the stripe, and Justin Michaels still leads to about 1.2 seconds. So he's got a pretty long lead here, so it's just going to be the matter of getting past him. That's going to be pretty hard for him to do.
He messed up somewhere because 87 has dropped at least 6/10 over the final few laps here.
Might be him trying to save fuel.
Oh boy.
And caution. So never mind all of that. Ronald Klein slams the wall most likely. I think slammed the wall. Oh no, he hit Jeff Gilmore. Hit the wall. He got involved in that crash, but at any rate, we'll have a green-white checker, so.
Kevin Winter, contact with Jeff Gilmore. Ronald Klein loses it. My replay button took me straight to Klein, but he was only a product. Oh, got hammered.
Travis Browder.
Oh, wow.
And that is Travis Browder, unfortunately, being a byproduct of just an unfortunate situation. Because watch Browder, he just goes into the corner like any normal driver would. Of course, caution light's not quite on at that point. And, yep, there's Ron's truck meeting with Browder's nose.
Yeah, Ron came that complete stop there, too. But, I mean, the initial trouble started with the 78 and 57. And the other 2 guys got the worst of it. I mean, I think Gilmore and Winter had some significant damage, but nothing that was going to end their nights.
Yeah, so unfortunate situation for all drivers involved. Anyone you want to talk to before we get this final run in?
We'll let them go to the pits because I think this is a key pit right here. Oh,
Daniel Smallwood elects to stay out, as does 3 other drivers.
He hit the cone, though.
but everyone else stays in. Everyone else pits.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that strategy. I still think taking the pit road here would have been correct for the 8 machine. Maybe not. Enough of them did stay out. However, if they go past one green, white, checkered, which is a probability, 87 is going to be in the best possible position.
Yeah, that is for sure. Justin Michael out and away. He'll be the first driver off of pit lane, and he'll restart 4th.
All right. Well, this time I'm going to bring up Jared Daniels for sure.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
For some reason, I'm having the awfulest times of grabbing people here on TeamSpeak. If Matt, if you could grab Jared Daniels there.
Got you covered. Gotta find him first, of course. That'll help.
All the way at the bottom of TeamSpeak, Can-Am.
Yep, Can-Am Racing, and here we are, the one and only.
Yep, Jared Daniels tried to talk to him earlier. Get to pull him up this time with the help of Matt. And that 50 machine, a little bit damaged there, Jared. Went with the 2 guys in front of you. The guy behind you, though, with the tires. Why the call?
Mainly because I'm just out here to get some seat time for Sunday. I don't run the trucks normally on Thursday nights. So just kind of want to get a gauge on what this is going to do, kind of help me out with Sunday. I know I'm going to get passed. I'm really not looking for a top 5 or top 10 finishes wherever I finish and clean, but having fun though.
Yeah, I mean, you've been up there inside the top 10, qualified there. So they're all evening so far in the Support the Troop Truck Series. You think that 50 could have anything if, some tire spin, anything could go your way? What would have to happen for that 50 to find victory lane?
Pretty much everybody would have to wreck but me.
Long shot for the 50 on behalf of the 50. Well, we got you up here. It's been good seeing you on the truck side of things. Looking at Sunday, like you said, how does that calculate over? Are we talking about tires or what?
Yeah, just kind of, I know the trucks and the cars are different, but sometimes it's fun to play to see when you really don't have anything on the line, just to kind of see how the tires are going to hold. And these trucks can get a little squirrely, which hopefully won't be the same in the cups on Sunday. Mainly just wanted to get some seat time at this track because I haven't driven this track for, it's been a while now. So, like I said, just since I'm really not running for anything, I just want to stay out of everybody's way, not wreck anybody who's normally in the points on this series on Thursday nights, and just play with pit strategy and stuff and just kind of work on stuff for Sunday. That's about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, an added benefit too is, the people around you, a lot of them are there on Sunday too. You get to learn who does what in certain situations, especially at this track, like I said, if you haven't had a lot of tires down at Indianapolis lately. But coming up with 1 to go, hopefully you make top 3, but in case you don't, anyone you want to shout out?
Just my teammates in Can-Am, Ken and John and Jeff. I like hanging out with those guys. We're having a lot of fun. I'm new to the team. So it's good to be on a team, and I just do this for fun. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm having a blast, and you guys always do a good job broadcasting, so I appreciate that.
All right, Jared, we'll get you down there to that team with 1 to go for the start of this first green, white, checkered.
Sounds good, guys. Have a good night.
First and hopefully only green, white checker of the evening that we will be using.
Hopefully, yes. I quite agree, Matt.
As we get ready to
set
go.
Up well. All those guys that did. It didn't look like a lot, but guess who's running 4th, Matt? And with 4 fresh tires.
Well, I'm looking at the 87 of Justin Michael, the one and only.
Yeah, a lot of these making last-second pit stops in hopes to, garner. They're thinking like I'm thinking, that this isn't over. It would not surprise me to see a quick caution here. This is a huge track, and anything can happen. These guys are going to be pushing it like they're in the practice session and coming up really tight off these corners.
And right now, 2 laps to go at the stripe. I'll let you get the restart.
A lot of tire wiggling there, trying to get heat into those new tire models. iRacing stepping up their game, evolving the racecraft here inside the league and inside the sim, so guys haven't worry about that too. Here we go, quick to green, but Daniel Smallwood wiggles.
Justin Michael wrecks.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
man.
Points. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's go back and see what happened to that 87.
On the list of drivers I was expecting to crash, I must say he was not high up on it. He just had wheel spin.
Yep, went back down, grabbed the 50. 02 with a huge, I think the 28 blew a motor, or the 78 blew a motor.
12 got a piece of it bad. He didn't lose the motor, but man, was he ever in it, Trent Drum.
I haven't seen Justin Michael mistake like that in a long time.
That's about the first time I've ever seen it. We'll take it to caution cam. We'll be right back. Man, oh man, have you ever. Back live here as we get ready to go racing. 2 laps to go. And hopefully not another crash like what we saw last time.
Well, inside the green-white checkers here on iRacing, even if it is the last one, we're not at that point yet, but if it is one of the last green-white checkers scheduled, if the yellow can't come out after the white flag. I've seen it happen on Sundays, so hopefully that situation doesn't arise again. Maybe the last time we see green here, Matt, but Daniel Smallwood and Jeff Burke going to lead us off. My picks on the 199, back to green flag racing.
Good restart for the front of the field. Oh, don't wreck, and they didn't.
Judd hit the wall.
Yeah, I saw that in the bottom left of my screen. I thought that was going to be a caution. Luckily not.
Judd trying to find a space to pull off. 199 now below the 60 of Jeff Murray.
Haynes to the bottom. This will be, I think, his first ever win if he can. If he can pull it off.
Who doesn't want to be the first winner of 2020? First winner of a new decade, first winner of a new year, first of a lot of things. Rob Haynes would win his first truck race of the season, but got to battle the man out front, 8 of Daniel Smallwood.
And right now, final lap of the race coming at you. And it is for the first win of the new decade. Robert Haynes to the bottom. Daniel Smallwood up top. Final lap of the race presented by Over the Top Paints and Designs. The best paint schemes found at Over the Top Paints and Designs, as they have been in the last decade and as they will continue to be.
Yeah, Rob Haynes got him on the front straightaway. Let's see if the 8 has anything left.
He's going to just have to give it everything he's got. I don't think he does. I don't think he does. It's about a truck length gap. He's got to give it everything he's got. This is the final lap of the new decade. And Robert Haynes looking to score the first win of it. What a win
run for that 199.
And what a win it'll be if he can say he wins the first race in 2020.
Smallwood out of gas.
Is he? Yes, he is. And Robert Haynes will win the first race of 2020. The first race of the new decade goes to Robert Haynes, winner here at Indianapolis. Randy Arms finishes second. How about that? After getting wrecked out, after having a bad pit stop, he powers back to his second place finish. Can you believe it, Jeff Wood?
No, I cannot. What a run for those top 2 guys there. Rob Haynes with that win. It was an incredible run, even for the 33. A lot of guys wait to the end to show what they could do. But Rob Haynes, Randy Arms, the 1-2 finish here. We'll get those guys coming up.
What I want to know, where did that 83 truck come from? Because I in no way was predicting him to finish in the top 3 after that crash. But what a run for Randy Arms. That is incredible. That might be a bigger story than the win. I know Robert Haynes got his first win, and I'm not taking anything away from that because that is incredible. But what a comeback for the 83 team. What a comeback. But, I mean, that's amazing. Robert Haynes, first ever win in Loose Lug Nuts. I believe first ever win in Loose Lug Nuts here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Doing a burnout adjacent to the yard of bricks. Don't want to go over the bricks, much like in real life. But, man, what a finish. Have you ever? Because I don't think I've ever. And we'll get the interview. I'll let you interview our race winner, Robert Haynes, driver of the 199, first win of the new decade, and I believe first win in Loose Lug Nuts. Jeff Wood, take it away.
Yeah, I think he's got at least 1 or 2 wins inside of Lug Nuts, but 199 with a masterful last green-white checkered there. Rob, just showing up on Thursday, having a good time with the teammates and Loose Lug Nuts personnel. What a finish for you.
Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it. And I wasn't sure. I think I was pretty sure Smallwood was down on fuel there, and he wasn't going to be able to keep it to the floor the whole way. And I managed to grab 4 tires on that last pit stop. Slid through the stall, but still backed up. Got 4 tires, and I think I came out 6th there. And Justin had that issue on the front stretch there, and too bad for him. But hey, I'll take it. Didn't want to interfere with any of these guys that were points racing here. I'm usually not here in the truck series on Thursday nights, but I'm glad I came. It was a fun race and a lot of fun racing with these loose Lugnuts guys.
Yeah. Good to see the hell of a good painted 199 machine out. Usually, like we see on Saturdays, running full-time points over there. But mixing it up, you didn't touch anyone important. At least we didn't see you do that. What a fun race. At least you can say inside of Loose Lugnuts now, I won the first race of 2020. Yeah, I mean, it's also Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's a tough track to conquer. So, congrats on that. Anyone you want to shout out for this win?
Well, my teammates there at Bandit Motorsports, Loose Lugnuts, the fans who are watching, Happy New Year to everybody. You guys up in the broadcast booth, I know you do a fantastic job. I'm looking forward to going back and watching this one. Lots of action on track, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. Thanks to the admins there, Ronald. Always appreciate what those guys do, and keep the racing clean and keep it going, and we appreciate that.
All right, Rob Haynes, 199. Hopefully you get to tune in and see him Saturday evenings, rest of this week at least, at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Good luck there on Saturday, Rob.
Appreciate it, Jeff. Thanks again, guys.
All right,
All right,
next
Matt,
up on
up
the
in
interview
place.
block, Randy Arms. Second place finisher here tonight. What a finish, Randy. I tell you what, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I was in no way expecting you to come back and finish second place. That is amazing, man. I am so happy to see that.
Yeah, I didn't think I had even a chance to even have like a top 10, and I was actually I had actually thought to park the truck after I got wrecked. I was like, man, I don't have a chance now. Like, well, I'll see what happens, and then somehow I come out of turn 4 and I'm in P2, so I guess we'll take it.
Yeah, man, I mean, it was awesome to watch. I don't know how to describe it because I can't believe it, but it's amazing to see. Great run by you. Great job to bounce back and to stick at it. What was your strategy after the wreck? Was it just to kind of hold on and finish wherever you finished, or were you really trying for positions?
Actually, my goal was just to get a top 10. I was like, I might be able to get back to that. I thought we had probably, I don't know, probably the best truck, at least real close with Justin there. And I had, on that first stop, I had messed up and I slid through the box, and of course I got in the back there, and then they had that wreck. So yeah, I was just trying to ride just to see what had happened. That like when we had that late race caution, I was like, well, pretty much anything can happen now. So we're just going to give her all we got, and we end up P2. So all in all, I guess it was an all right night.
All right, any sponsors you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank Octane Race Products, Posky's, and let's see what else is on the car. It's been so long since I ran, I forget what my sponsors are. Cole. Then I just want to thank the league for putting on these races. I always have a blast with a bunch of good guys in here, and it's always tough. And then I want to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast.
All right, thanks, talk to us, man. Great job on the finish.
Thank you.
All right, well, Jeff, you got the next interview.
Yep, 33 Topper Dugas here with us, finishing third, finishing strong after starting 25th on the field. Well, Topper, making it up into the top 3 after some crazy crashes involved, and I think one of them yourself. Tell everyone about your night.
I was come in, didn't think we even had a chance to get up here, and then that wreck happened, the first caution, and that kind of thought it was over with at that point, and then we recovered pretty good. I don't know, I still don't know how exactly it happened. I know Smallwood run out of gas. That's unfortunate for him, and I know Merck run out too. Unfortunate for them. So Randy gave me a few pointers at the beginning of the race, and I think that was it, and just tried to stay out of trouble the best I could.
Yep, key note there that if it's staying in the car, obviously it helps getting towards the end, especially if you got a little bit of damage. You never know what's going to happen, especially with tires the way they are. Well done, benefiting yourself up towards the top 3. Good finish this week from the 33 or 41 machine, not sure. But
This is 33.
All right, well, 33 it is, and then, well, Topper, go ahead and thank those that you need to.
I want to give a shout out to Misfits and Randy, especially giving me a hand in practice, and Fez for sticking around spotting for me. I really appreciate it.
All right, well, Topper, thank you for that. Good luck next week, sir.
All right, folks, and from all of us at the American Sim Network, we hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. That's going to do it for us tonight from Indy. Words are difficult. The racetrack in Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Brickyard, one of the best racetracks in the world. That'll do it for us tonight. We hope to see you all back next week. We get back to dirt racing and all that fun stuff does entail. So we'll see you then. Have a great night, everybody. Have a good one.